So I got myself a new camera tripod thing, so we're gonna see how this works. Okay, so I gotta cut up some more plywood from the sheets over there, but I gotta clean off this workbench first. So let me do that, and then we'll cut up some plywood. Okay, so today I need to cut out some pieces to make the drawers for the massive cabinet. So let's mark out our plywood sheet and then we're gonna cut it down. Okay, so now that I have my pieces cut to 21 inches, I'm gonna take them over to the table saw and rip them into 3.5-inch wide strips. All right, so now that I have the drawer sides cut, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the faces. Maybe it's out of order, but I don't really care. This is just how I wanna do it. So I need to cut some pieces that I can run strips again through the table saw to make perfectly the same size. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so sweaty. It's really hot today and humid, so I'm really glad that I'm doing this in the morning and not this afternoon because I think it's gonna be over 100 today. Okay, so now you're gonna have to watch me wrestle this giant 4x8 piece of plywood onto my workbench so that I can measure it and cut it for the doors. This should be pretty amusing. All right, let's do this. It's all physics, and that's why I go to the gym. Okay, so I've got the faces of my drawers cut. There are two that are a little bit smaller than the others because the two center drawers are a little bit smaller. These are all the sides of the drawers. So I'm gonna use these to basically cut the little groove here for the 1/4-inch plywood bottom to go in. And then I cut all of the doors. So those are the doors. So now I've got to kind of figure out, initially I thought I was going to use bottom concealed drawer slides, which would basically attach to here and to the back stringer there. But those are actually mad expensive, and I'm really questioning whether I want to spend the money on that or not, because I have to get 6 of them and it's going to be like $100 just for the slides, or actually a little bit more than that. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to just, instead of having this small piece here, have a piece that's going to run from here to there that can attach to that, and it'll be basically a centerpiece so I can do side mounted drawer slides. So I don't know, I'm kind of weighing the options, but I'm not really sure what I want to do with that yet. But I feel pretty good having most of all the drawer stuff cut, and I can't really cut the front of the box or the back of the box until I figure that out, because I need to know what width of piece. If I'm using side sliders, it's going to be smaller because it's going to get squeezed in. If I'm using bottom ones, I can do a wider drawer, but these are pretty wide drawers already. They're like 16.5 inches wide, and they're going to be like 3 3/4, 3.5 inches deep once they're finished. So I'm just not sure. I got to figure it out. So I've got some things to ponder.